one learner springs to mind. He's been in New Zealand for a lot of years, and he's holding down a job and he's managing just fine. And he goes home and he speaks his own language with his family. So, you know, how much do I want to push upon him because he's okay? But then a younger learner, you know, I might think, oh, you know, there's so much out there, there's so much that you can go and do, and try and sort of encourage him to be open to improving his literacy and numeracy skills. But then I've got to respect that that's maybe not what his family or what he feels that he's entitled to receive. I've had that before where, you know, I've spoken about, you know, even the possibility of yes, work for now, but what would you like to do? What would you like to go and do? Would you ever like to go to university? Would you like to travel? And you know, people have even said to me, well, you know, my family don't go to university, my people don't do that, and that's quite heartbreaking for me, because, but I can't push it upon them, because you know, I have to, and that's down to respect as well. It's age, and it's what's going on at home, and it's what's going on, you know, even though they're all working in the same workplace that I'm delivering in. So there's a lot of respect. Sometimes you want to push, but then sometimes you've got to take that step back and have that respect.
It's understanding the cultural backgrounds that they come with.
Yeah.
And we go into a class with our own beliefs as well, but we need to be aware that of all the different cultures or different journeys that our learners have come through, and sort of understanding that we need to allow them their space to sort of to shine in a way, or to sort of find their momentum.
I'm wanting, okay, I don't want to do things wrong. So, you know, tell me. And I thought it was wonderful you're saying in the last few years that people are coming out to tell us. Because, I don't want to, you know, do the wrong thing or say something really disrespectful or whatever, but I am looking through my own lenses. So we need that communication, you know. So that's great. I think that's really exciting.
I'm looking at several different contexts. I've been employed by a company to go and do something, and the company expects certain outcomes from it. I also go in knowing that without engaging the people that are doing the program, there's no point starting. You know, so I've got to take into account their context as well. So I think, yes, there's definitely going to be ESOL as part of what I'm doing. But predominantly it's what I'm trying to do is get the business and the staff to actually engage with each other. You know, because at the moment you've got management and you've got staff, and there's these posters that get stuck up on a wall that no one reads. So
So some institutions really need to look at the structure of the workplace or the learning institution, and sort of really review or have a look, you know, is it what's going on working for our learners.
Actually, we were talking before about so one of the things someone said, dumbing documents down. And so this is a battle that I'm going to be having with, you know, health and safety and human, and it's not dumbing it down, it's looking at who is my audience. So it's actually them not doing their writing properly. If they actually look at it, I'm not looking at my audience, so I'm actually dropping myself down a writing progression here, because I don't know how to write something to the audience it's required for.
Tough journey. It's a tough one.
Going to that level, going to where they're at, and it's almost like working from back to front. I think that's key. It's almost examples like if you have any ESOL students, get them to teach you some language, and make them say, what's that in English? What's this in English? You know, it's really, and what that does do when you've got the older group, that empowers them, because for an older adult, when they're at home, we respect them. And anyone younger than them, that doesn't mean a thing. But when they're outside of their home, it's very different. So all of a sudden their mind has to change to, okay, he's someone totally different to me, younger than me, have no experience, but I have to respect him because in my eyes, from my culture and from my past, he's the teacher. And a teacher, like in the islands, is like a preacher or a pastor. They're right up here. So that's how they'll look at every tutor, no matter who it is that walks in that door. And then you got a different one. You got me as an islander that will walk in. I have to respect them for them to respect me. So, if you empower them and let them start teaching you, that's pretty cool. And I suppose I'm preaching to the choir here. So, but I like your idea how you're saying that it's definitely not dumbing it. It's taking ownership to okay, I got to go here because to sort of fit my audience that I have right now in the next 18 months or so. Yeah, it's pretty cool.